in St. John, Canada. St. John, New Brunswick, Canada. And I'm up and I've had room service breakfast. And I am going to take on St. John myself. Mimi's wanting to kind of just hang out the ship because there's really not, unless you have an excursion, a lot to do in St. John, and this is just kind of a day that we decided to kind of take and just, you know, wing it. So I am going to go, and I'm going to show you just a minute. I'm going to go down. There is a tent. It looks like it has lots of vendors in it, and just see what's in the tent, and probably walk down this street to see what's down that way. But it's so cool this morning. It's nice. I have a light jacket on, and I'm going to just walk, get some steps in, you know, and just kind of enjoy the cooler weather, and then come back and get Mimi and take her to lunch. So that's what our day is. Tonight we have dinner reservations at Le Bistro, which is the French restaurant, so I know that's going to be really good. I've seen good reviews about it. And let's take a look at our balcony view. Here's the pink hop-on, hop-off bus. We have that for Halifax. And that's with this line of people. That's what they're waiting on. And there's the tent I talked about. I'm hoping there's some good stuff in there. So I kind of like to get some local things, souvenirs. And then the water is over there. And I think that's a Royal Caribbean ship behind us. And below us are the, I don't know what kind of balcony cabins they are, but they're extended. I'm gonna look at this. Those are nice. There's the front of our ship, and the Royal Caribbean ship is behind us. 2 ships in port today. We found beaver tails, but they're closed. I'm sure they'll open soon. If you just really want to take a nice walk around St. John, it's like perfect. You just get this nice boardwalk along the water, and there's shops and restaurants. So if you want to pick a place to do that, this is the place. I finished my walk and I'm back on the ship. It was very easy to get back on the ship. You just make sure you have photo ID in your card. And during my walk, I walked down to the Adventure of the Seas and took some video footage that you just saw of it. It's a nice, big, pretty ship too. And I really just walked down. You can just, once you leave your cruise ship, you go through the very nice building, and for those of you that have accessibility concerns as far as the ramp on leaving most ships, it's flat. When you get off the ship, it's a flat ramp, and then at the end is an escalator to take you down, and there's also an elevator. So for accessibility reasons, I wanted you to know that don't avoid the area just because you're afraid that you have someone that can't handle the steep ramp getting back on, because there's not one, which is nice. Right when you walk out, it's almost like a really nice walkway that takes you down to the water area, and it's very pretty, as you saw in the video. So I just enjoyed walking. It's nice when you're on a ship a lot to actually get out and walk in fresh air. And right across from the ship, if you want lobster, there's the Steamer's Lobster Company. I didn't go in there, but it seems to be quite busy. And if you go further down the road, there are more restaurants. So if you just want to walk off with the ship and visit some little stores and see the waterway area and have a nice lunch, you can. But it's a sweet little town. If you just want a nice walk, a nice visit of the sweet town, you can do it without booking an excursion. And that's what I did. And I'm back, and now it's time for lunch. Hey, Mimi. Hey, Mimi. It's our view of St. John from the Garden Cafe. And I just got I had them fix me a Greek salad, and of course you have to try the pretzel rolls. The kids in there. So we're sitting here, we've been playing games. We'll be playing Win, Lose, or Draw, charades.
And now we're going to play
trivia. And we're at Oceans.
Okay.
Okay. Somebody playing bagpipes. It's almost time for sail away. Starting off with our bread, French bread of course. I have the mushroom soup. You have the French onion soup. Crab salad. Mimi got the same thing. Bon appetit, Mimi.
Review?
Yes.
Say on deux trois.
On deux trois. That's pretty. Thank you. Maybe you have veal. And I have the beef tenderloin. Oh, you have a little. Oh, you do have a little basket. Mimi has creme brulee with berries. I have chocolate fondue with fruit and pastries. Well, we're back in our cabin. Actually, Mimi's in the bed. So we had a wonderful dinner at Le Bistro, and I highly recommend it. It was so good. There was nothing that I wouldn't recommend that we had. We could not finish everything. It was so much food, but it was delicious. And then we left there and we went to the atrium and listened to some music. And then we went to the Headliners Club and saw the dueling pianos Howling at the Moon. The only thing that I would say is that you need to get there early if you want to go to it, because it was so crowded when we got there that we got seats, but it wasn't in the front or close to the front. You couldn't see them actually where we sat. So I would just say get there early. I wish that they were in a bigger location because they were very popular. They're a dueling piano group. So we stayed for a little bit and then we just retired for the night because we've had a busy day, and tomorrow we have a busy day. We're going to Halifax and we are going to do the hop on and hop off bus, and we're going to go to the Maritime Museum and just enjoy a fun day. And tomorrow we have reservations for the main dining room, the Manhattan room, and that's another thing, is to, when you get on the ship, make a plan. If you're doing main dining room, make sure you still make a reservation because they still get backed up. The only thing dinner wise you don't need to make a reservation for is the buffet. You can go without making a reservation for the main dining room, but you may have to wait a little bit, and you can make the reservations in your room on your TV. So we have Halifax hop on and hop off bus, and so we'll see you then. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye.